So there's the one thing that we're asked on a regular basis is how to wash alpaca socks. So first of all, separate the colours roughly. All dyed socks run a little bit. Undyed socks, for obvious reasons, don't dye at all. So you can just put them in with anything. These socks here, there's a little bit of staining, and on this occasion I would just put them in a bowl of lukewarm water with a little bit of soap and just squeeze them gently and then shove them in the machine with everything else. So the most important thing with alpaca socks is that heat has nothing to do with it. It's not putting the socks in the wash too hot that's the problem. It's agitation. Because agitation, if you rub two balls of wool together, you make felt. And that's what happens in a machine if you put it on the wrong program. The wool program on a machine is very carefully and scientifically developed to wash wools as a hand wash almost. So don't decide, oh, I'll put it on silk or I'll put it on synthetics. Why? Why would you do that when there's a wool wash there ready for you, which does the job absolutely beautifully? The next thing we'd suggest is not to ever use, normal detergent. Use a specific wool detergent. There's several here. We're not obviously going to give brand things away, but in all sorts of price ranges. Helps if it's got a bit of smell to it, like lavender, because that will keep the moths away. It doesn't want to be smelling like wool, because if it does, then the moths will decide that that's going to be lunch. So we sometimes put the socks here. If I'm doing, let's say, a sweater and some socks, I will put them in a little bag just so that they don't end up stuck to the drum. So that's no bad thing. There's a bigger net for other socks, which works quite well, I have to say, in keeping them all together. And you just pop them all in, thus. As I say, one shade that sort of goes well. Keep the dark shades separately from the pale shades. Pop them in the machine. Select a wool wash and pop in some detergent. As I say, wool specific is best because, again, it's doing a job that is meant to do. Okay, so we'll start that, and you'll see with a wool wash that the drum doesn't do an awful lot. It goes, rocks from side to side, and it doesn't do very, very fast action tumbling of socks, and that's what you don't want. When you've taken your socks out of the machine, you can either lie them flat on a table, or you can hang them on any kind of gizmo that you happen to have handy and air dry them like that. Do not do them anywhere near a radiator or an auger or anything, any direct heat. They won't like it at all. They will take quite a while to dry. These thicker ones for up to 2 days, but that's why they wick moisture from your foot so beautifully, is because they can hold so much moisture in them. The bed socks, they're a lot quicker, and the everyday socks quicker still, so you can probably get those dry in the next morning. Fold is I put them like this, halve them, turn the one open, push them through, and then you've got a lovely neat sock to put away in your cupboard. If you get the everyday socks, which have a 55% content, put in a normal wash with your clothes by mistake, they can be rescued if you put your hand in and just spread very gently like this, and just open up the things again and go back down to the bottom and do it again. It's not guaranteed, but sometimes you can get away with it